Hello, friends. My name is Kina. Nice to meet you. Nice to know you. This week, our plans changed quite a lot. Library event, canceled. Museum, canceled. Friday dessert, canceled. But somehow we ended up spending more time with family and friends than we planned. And honestly, I think it's exactly what we needed. Let's get into it. We finally did the stained glass tissue paper project that we've been trying to do for weeks. It turned out super cute with this butterfly shape and this cloud shape. We also made these 2 floor puzzles that we received from some family members. We didn't do too much. Today we were able to complete a bug and insect floor puzzle. My son really liked this one. And he really liked pointing at all the bugs. Apparently, every little boy develops an obsession with bugs. My son has officially entered that stage. Yuck. I also recently started looking up some preschool and toddler curriculums for this next year to start building into our day-to-day life, because suddenly it hit me that in just over a year, he'll officially be in pre-K. I really don't know how this is possible. Where did the time go? We went to a library event with friends today. We finally found a library with an updated calendar, and the event was canceled anyways. Go figure. Luckily, they had a cute little story time lined up instead. Afterward, we stayed for the free lunch and to play and color with our friends. My husband opened up a fun gift that my son received on his birthday, a light-up rocket launcher. Today was an everything day. To start off the day, we had donuts. I don't drink coffee very often, but when I do, espresso is my go-to. Also, just because I don't drink coffee doesn't mean that I don't have caffeine every day. The only way I'm surviving is off caffeine. I'm trying to use up this oat milk that I bought as an experiment. The experiment was to see if I liked unsweetened oat milk. I don't. I'm glad I decided on espresso today because I really needed it. We ended up meeting up with my son's grandpa, aunt, and cousin for TopGolf. And while we were there, we also had some lunch. Then, after the super fun lunch later in the day, we went to my sister-in-law's house, and my husband's mom came over and we ordered Vince's Spaghetti in. Something about Italians and their spaghetti. It was a long but a great day. Most days I let my son determine what he wants for breakfast. Today, he demanded oatmeal. I like to sweeten our oatmeal with brown sugar. I then topped our oatmeal with blueberries since blueberries seem to be my son's favorite. I also finally strained the strawberry syrup from last week. I realized that with all my gadgets and gizmos aplenty, I don't have anything smaller than a pasta strainer, but I did find my flour sifter and we use that instead. We make do with what we have in the moment. I think next week we'll have to use this on some ice cream to really test out how this syrup turned out. Also, a little side note, we didn't end up making dessert this week, mainly because my sister-in-law made desserts when we were over at her house the night before, and we took some of the cookies home with us. No need to make a dessert when we've already had a ton of sugar this week. We had air fryer wings for dinner. Does anyone else hate cleaning their air fryer? I would really love to try more with it, but the cleanup is awful. Whoever invented them never had a cleanup afterwards. I slept in till about 9 this morning. Part of the reason I did that was because, one, my sleep is super broken up during the week with my daughter, that at least on one day during the weekend, I try to catch up just a little bit. And two, I was going to be driving to a friend's birthday celebration. We went to Shout House in San Diego. It's a 2-hour drive each way. Sometimes adulthood means driving 4 hours to spend just a few hours with people you don't get to see nearly enough. This was just a chill family day, building blocks, and shooting rockets. To start with the fails for this week, I realized I need a smaller strainer because a pasta strainer just won't cut it. But a flour sifter will do the job just fine in a pinch. Another fail, air fryers really just need to be more nonstick. I feel like I'm scrubbing the dang thing for 3 business days after. Last fail, but not really a fail. We were supposed to go to a free museum in our town, but we ended up hanging out with our family and friends a lot this week instead. So for our wins this week, we did adjust and we changed some things in our schedule to do what's most important and spend time with family and friends. What I would consider the major win for the week. I didn't show it, but on Friday, the kids and I went to lunch with my parents, and then they came over for a little bit to play with the kids in their playroom. It was a great week of family and friend time. Sometimes plans changing is the real win. So, what was our lesson this week? Sometimes changing the plan is the best plan. Thanks for hanging out. See you next week as we see a friend for his birthday, and we're also going to a fun $5 local event. Until next time, keep finding the mischief. Bye.